this is how to create the project proposal. You need to create the product backlog. So refresh your memory about the Scrum Agile you studied from the video. The product backlog is the software requirements in Scrum Agile method. So create the product backlog, which describes every single detail of the game you are going to develop. So a product backlog should be quite long and having many user stories. And then create a video to present your project proposal. So first watch the lecture video of Agile software development method to understand how to create the product backlog, and then use the provided product backlog template. The very first tab is a product backlog. And the video presentation, and use a PowerPoint or professional presentation tool to present the proposal. So do not simply use the spreadsheet to show those user stories. So that's not acceptable. So create a presentation for that. If pair programming is used, both the students present the proposal together in the video. And the contents and the format of the video presentation is as follows. So on the very first slide, give a project title of your choice. You could just name the game you are going to develop, and then a name of the presenters. If it's a pair programming, 2 students' names should appear, and then picture of the presenter. That should be on the first slide. On the second slide, a summary of the overall gameplay. So what your game is about, using a bullet list, just a list of how you can play the game and the like. And then on subsequent slides, show the sketch of the screen. If your game is finished, what the screen will look like. Since you didn't complete the program yet, just some draw sketches with the user stories related to the screen, and show one user story on one slide. So using something like this. So show one user story from the product backlog and give a sketch of the screen. So this sketch should be drawn by some computer software. So hand-drawn sketches are not allowed. So if you are mimicking some existing game, then you can just use those graphics from that games as well. So on this slide, show this way, and then read the user story displayed on the slide. Mostly the user story is self-explanatory, so that you don't need to explain what you are doing here. But however, if you want to explain beyond what user story says, you must do it very briefly. And then add more slides until all user stories are presented. Keep in mind, one user story per slide. Or if you may reuse the same sketch if the screen sketch relates to more than one user story. And the minimum video quality should be 720p here. And as to the submission, here is the instruction. So the team leader, if pair programming, submits only. First, submit the product backlog via D12 assignment page, and rename the product backlog. The first part, use your first name and last name initial, and keep the rest. If it's a pair programming, give names of both student, and then post the YouTube video link at video presentation forum. That's how to submit the proposal.